The next very insightful keynote, it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Yosuke Sato, Senior Representative at JICA in India. He joined JICA in 2008 and has contributed to major government-to-government infra development projects across Asia. In 2025, he has took charge of JICA's private sector financing operations in India. Today, he will speak on leveraging Japan-India synergies for scaling climate innovations. May I now request Mr. Yosuke Sato to kindly come on stage and share your very valuable thoughts.
Right. Thank you very much for your introduction. I am deeply honored to have this opportunity to speak before you all today. As Japan's bilateral development cooperation agency, today I would like to speak on the theme of expanding climate innovation by leveraging synergies between Japan and India. While this speech primarily focuses on bilateral initiatives, between India and Japan, I hope it will also align with the tone of the previous conversations, especially of the role of sovereign-linked institutions, and with the entire forum's theme of accelerating capital flows to climate finance in India. Japan and India are strongly pursuing pathways to net zero emissions while ensuring economic growth and social resilience. I believe that India's rapid innovation momentum in renewable energy, mobility, and adaptation, and Japan's long-standing expertise in energy efficiency, green manufacturing, and climate finance can complement each other. The Japanese government has also made clear its policy commitment to deepen such cooperation. For example, the Japanese government's policy, Green Growth Strategy, through achieving carbon neutrality in 2050, advocates supporting partner countries, including India, in their transition to a low-carbon economy. Furthermore, ahead of the Japan-India Summit meeting held in this August, a new MOC was signed to establish a joint crediting mechanism, JCM, and I believe this is further evidence of such commitment. Under such policies of Japanese government, JICA has long supported technology transfer and financial models that mitigate risks for private investment in emerging markets. As the largest recipient of Japan's ODA, India has received more than 8.3 trillion yen, approximately over 4.6 trillion rupees in development assistance since 1958. This cooperation is currently evolving from infrastructure to climate-conscious growth and technology-driven sustainability, aligning with India's Viksit Bharat 2047 vision and Japan's international climate change commitments. JICA's policy for India is to promote cooperation towards decarbonization and green transformation with the aim of realizing a clean and resilient society. In the energy sector, JICA has invested approximately over 840 billion rupees to promote clean energy and decarbonization, including transition finance, financing to partners which are in the process of becoming green, as distinguished from greenwashing. For example, JICA has supported the implementation of numerous renewable energy projects such as solar and wind power. JICA has also launched a technical cooperation program to formulate a decarbonization roadmap for India's power sector and is supporting the development of plans to promote the country's 2070 net zero target. Furthermore, regarding JICA's cooperation with governments, I believe JICA's extensive involvement in the transportation and urban infrastructure sector demonstrates how climate-conscious solutions can drive inclusive growth. Projects such as metro networks in cities like Mumbai, Chennai, and Bangalore alleviate congestion, improve air quality, and reduce carbon emissions, while simultaneously creating long-term economic value. Water and sanitation are the areas where we have also consistently focused our efforts. Through JICA's total investment of approximately 46,000 crore rupees, advanced Japanese technologies for efficient water use, recycling, and digital management are being introduced, providing clean drinking water to about 30 million people and access to sanitation facilities to an additional 15 million people. A large-scale forestry and ecosystem program that has achieved forest regeneration across 2.4 million hectares in 15 states is also one of JICA's key initiatives. It supports over 35,000 self-help groups while contributing to both climate resilience and livelihood stabilization. In the agriculture and rural development sector, we are promoting sustainable and climate-resilient farming practices through initiatives such as the crop diversification project in Himachal Pradesh and the micro-drip irrigation project in Jharkhand. These programs simultaneously enhance the incomes and climate resilience of smallholders and women farmers by empowering them, strengthening irrigation systems, and facilitating the shift to high-value crops. Complementing such large-scale development cooperation for governments, JICA's Private Sector Investment and Finance, PSIF scheme, plays a vital role in mobilizing private capital for innovation in sustainable development and climate change countermeasures. Through PSIF, JICA can provide loans, equity investment, and other forms of financing to private sector projects that promotes the achievement of environmental and social impacts, including climate change countermeasures. Through this PSIF framework, JICA has made LP investment to the NEEB Fund, a private equity fund supporting Indian SMEs, offering solutions for climate change mitigation, environmental sustainability, and social impact, as well as to Tata Capital for climate change management. Recently, JICA also committed $40 million LP investment to Avishkar Capital's Global Supply Chain Support Fund to provide financing to private companies in international supply chain across Asia and Africa. Through these multi-sector partnerships, JICA continues to contribute to the strengthening Japan-India ties based on shared goals of sustainability, resilience, and innovation. Its approach goes beyond funding, promoting people-to-people exchanges, capacity building, and technology transfer, creating the foundation for a green and inclusive growth model that can serve as a global example. One example is JICA's mediation under the collaboration with the NEEB Fund of a strategic partnership last year between Mitsubishi Power, a subsidiary of Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, and Hygenco Green Energies, an investee of NEEB Fund, to explore the possibility of supplying gas turbine combined cycle plants fueled by green hydrogen and ammonia. India is one of the world's largest testing grounds for climate technology entrepreneurs, with innovation emerging from both startups and major industrial players. I understand that strong collaboration exists between India Production Linked Incentive Scheme and the Japanese industrial innovation ecosystem, particularly in the field of EV components, clean energy manufacturing, and circular economy solutions. Climate technology innovation in India is increasingly attracting investor interest. While the bulk of investment is concentrated in sustainable mobility, EV manufacturers, and the charging infrastructures at this moment, other high climate impact sectors such as climate smart agriculture and waste management also appear to be gaining attention. However, as these sectors are still developing, they require patient capital and investors with high-risk tolerance. In this regard, long-term investment model leveraging public sector or DFI funding, including JICA, and blended finance, combining private capital with development funding, can play a crucial supporting role. Given rising international uncertainty, the importance of such initiatives may be increasing. I believe it is important for both countries to further strengthen their partnerships by establishing a platform involving institutional investors, philanthropic funds, and venture capital to contribute to risk reduction for early-stage innovation in climate technology and adaptation in various fields, such as green hydrogen, carbon markets, and resilient agriculture, while also creating a pipeline of investable projects for private capital. In this sense, forums like this, the India Green Investment Forum, plays an important role, actually, in connecting investors with emerging opportunities and promoting cross-border cooperation. Furthermore, the various assets JICA has accumulated through its past cooperation may also be utilized as a kind of platform. For example, in the crop diversification project in Himachal Pradesh, we are working to establish a network with various Japanese and Indian startups engaged in sustainable agriculture. Furthermore, in the forestry project in Rajasthan, a digital platform is planned to be established, integrating and utilizing the abundant data from both government and private sectors. They are expected to evolve into platforms that facilitates collaboration with companies eager to engage in innovative technology and service development in the field of forest, climate change, and biodiversity. Finally, Japanese corporations and institutional investors, or Japan's patient long-term capital approach, can play a significant role in mainstreaming climate finance in India through knowledge partnerships and similar initiatives. India, its dynamic ecosystem of innovation and entrepreneurship, can serve as a testing ground for scalable, affordable climate technologies applicable across Asia and the global south. JICA will continue its efforts to serve as a catalyst for this complementary relationship between the two countries. We aim to be a partner in building a new model of climate cooperation that integrates finance, technology, and innovation, delivering measurable outcomes and sustainable economic growth. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sato, for your valuable thoughts and the expanse of work that JICA has been doing in India.